Club football is back, and with that, the Premier League. Let me tell you something, my friends. I sat down after the gym session and thought, let me just go ahead and watch a football game. I turned on Newcastle against West Ham, and I was amazed. West Ham was leading 3-1 away from home against Newcastle, who at home seemed to struggle to the maximum level. And then West Ham, yes, this club right here, completely fell apart, capitulated, gave up, and Newcastle won 4-3. And now more than ever, I am seeing West Ham fans on social media constantly complaining about their coach. David Moyes currently has this team sat in the 7th position with 44 points but a -5 goal difference. People are saying he's not playing attractive football at all, in spite the fact that he has incredible pieces in that squad like Kudus, like Paqueta, like Bowen, that surely can be playing in a much better team, a team that is much more enjoyable to watch. And that's one thing I want to know from you guys as well. Do you want your team to play very ugly and still get the job done, or do you want to see some excitement every time they step onto the pitch? I personally am more on the excitement side. I have to say, I want to feel something when I'm watching football. But today, we are going to be rebuilding West Ham. David Moyes, your time is up. I am going all-out attack. So we got to change things from the ground up, and we are going 4-2-4, an attacking formation, the most attacking formation you can probably find. 2 strikers, 2 wingers, and center mids. No CDMs, all-out attack. And lads, this is the team. First of all, I'm going to change their positions, obviously. You'll see it in a second. But the players that have performed the best so far for West Ham have been Jared Bowen with 15 goals and James Ward-Prowse and Kufal coming in with 7 assists. Kudus has 7 goals as well. Paqueta has 6 assists. You can just tell they are individual players that really have shown their class this season. But going into this team, now I think I'm going to play Kudus on the right, Bowen on the left. That way Bowen on his left foot can just whip those crosses in. Kudus is left-footed as well, though. Who has a better weak foot? None of them. Both of them can play on the wings. Alvarez is not an option for me. Paqueta, well, he definitely is an option for a center midfield position in this formation alongside Ward-Prowse. Again, both of these guys not amazing at defending, but they can do a decent job. Now, up top, Antonio, Ings, Obama, Cornet. That's just not it. That is not it. We need someone proper up top. 2 new strikers are going to be joining into this team. That is for sure. And at the back, a few things need to change as well, because I am not happy with this at all. First of all, Areola can stay. I can't believe he's 30. I still remember the day when he was like a talent that you would sign on this game. And then you have Mavropanos, who actually last season was ridiculously good for Stuttgart. So I'm going to keep him here just because of that. But there is so much stuff that we can change about this team, which really excites me. By the way, how horrible has it been for Calvin Phillips at West Ham? Giving away another penalty today. It is going mad for this man. A former Englishman now turned to the national team of Nigeria and has been doing incredibly well in Serie A. We are looking at Ademola Lookman, who has scored over 10 goal contributions for Atalanta this season, has looked incredible in certain moments. And now this is the man that I think could excite the fans. At one point, people thought he was done. He was written off by most, but then he returns in an incredible way and does what he does. And now he becomes our striker. 81 rated, lots of pace, skills, dribbling, everything there. Dead ball, incisive pass, technical flair, first touch, and him only being 25 means we can get the best out of him for multiple years to come. The combination between Lookman, Bowen, and Kudus excites me. Antonio, I'm sorry, pal. You are next on the list. The next striker is a player that I initially didn't believe in. I even hated on him. I'll be completely honest with you, but he has changed my opinion on him. Amin Adli has been sat on the bench for Leverkusen for a long time. But this season, every time he comes on, he does something. And I'm literally watching him just now take a shot on target. Oh my God. He nearly scored. That would have been fun. I'm actually watching the Leverkusen versus Hoffenheim game after Xabi Alonso extended his contract with Leverkusen just now. They're literally about to lose, and it could turn 2-0 for Hoffenheim. But no, it won't. Madness. This game is a madness too. But yeah, let's go back in here. Adli is a player that I personally didn't like, hated on. I'll be completely honest, but he has really shown glimpses of brilliance to me, and I thought, you know what, man, this player deserves it. Adli comes in. Instead of sitting on the bench at Leverkusen, he now becomes a starter for West Ham. And look at that front four. I'm seeing pace, I'm seeing dribbling, I'm seeing passing ability on these players. That really excites me. Yes, we do not have a big man up top. He is 5'9". Lookman is 5'9". Kudus 5'10". Owen coming in with 5 foot. Sorry, no, that's the different player. 5'9" as well. So in midfield, we don't necessarily have insane physicality as well. So defensively, we definitely have to bring in that physicality, and that will be a key factor here. Mavropanos is super physical. Alvarez will be turned into a center back. Left back and right back, I'm bringing in some tall people. There aren't many tall and physical fullbacks out there, but this is one of them that fits perfectly into our squad. Real Betis left back Juan Miranda. Can't believe the guy is still like only 23 years old. He's going to be joining us again. I'm sorry. I like you, pal, but we had to make this move because our budget isn't that massive. Now he's going to come in for that left back position. Emerson can compete for it. And one thing I'm realizing is that we do have Johnson, who could play in that right back position in the future. Nothing against the lad. He definitely could play there. But I'm still thinking about a new right back at some point. But for now, these are the transfers that I've made for the first season. Let's see how West Ham plays. Guess what? Leverkusen were losing, and they turned it around 85th and 90th minute or something. 2-1. Patrick Schick does it again. Unreal. But here we are in our very big moment, because we're up against Manchester City in the FA Cup final, taking over in the first season, going all out attack basically, and we are finding ourselves in a final with this team, which I hope they can win, and they don't. There's no shame in getting beat by Manchester City yet. At one point, our team is going to be the best, and then it is going to be a shame. But take a look at that. Grealish scores, Foden scores, and Bernardo for Manchester City. Bowen coming up with 2 goals for us right there, which is obviously amazing, but it is not good enough. So let's take a look at where this team finished in the league, because we might not have European football. Yes, we do. 6th in the league, 65 points, far away from Manchester City in first, but that was to be expected. Lads, we have done a great job here. First season, changing a few things around. I mean, by a few, a lot. But the players have grown, and we have Bowen with 28 goals and 2 assists. What a season for Jared Bowen, who only grew by +1. But with those numbers, it should be looking better next season. Ward-Prowse coming up with 14 and 8. And you can immediately tell that our strikers haven't scored enough goals. They are still developing. I still think things will be all right. Adli coming up with the 14 and 2, Kudus 13 and 9, Lookman coming up with 13 goal contributions. This team is gelling together nicely, and Johnson had to take over the right back position because Kufal, his release clause was paid, and he's looking solid as ever. 5'11" tall, doing a great job in that right back spot. Maybe one of those originals that we trust in, just like Mavropanos as well. But there is still work to be done in this team, as some players will be aging at some point. We will have to replace them, so we have to actually fill up the bench with some really solid players in the upcoming year. So let's focus on that first. I saw Napoli play against Atalanta today. Was it Atalanta? Yeah, it was. And this man did incredible. Carne Secchi kept the clean sheet. Osimhen missed 3 big chances, and he had an amazing game. So for that reason, I thought, you know what? If Vicario, an Italian goalkeeper, can do so well for Spurs, why not get our own Italian goalkeeper into this team? Marco Carne Secchi is going to be joining us for 40 million. Areola, nothing against you, pal, but it's time for an upgrade. This guy comes in, and he has some very well-balanced stats for a goalkeeper. A lot of times you have a goalkeeper that lacks something, but he seems like he's lacking nothing. He's 24 years old, 6'3" tall, and I'm hoping he's going to be better than Vicario. A new centre midfielder, a young lad joining us, someone I never brought into any team. Neil El Ainaoui is joining us right now. He is from Morocco, just like Adli as well, so that works perfectly fine. 23-year-old, he is 75 rated, which is pretty much perfect, as we are looking to add players into the depth of the team. And we have a couple of players coming back from their loans as well that I should probably be mentioning. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh God, now everything is mixed up. I hate this. Let's bring in Danny Ings there. So El Ainaoui comes in. He has no pace, no shooting, but he is quite well-rounded in passing, dribbling, and physicality. No play styles, but could turn out to be a massive player as he's still young and has room to grow. Ben Rahma came back from loan. Kera has come back from his loan deal as well. So we have a couple of players just boosting up the strength of the bench, but no more money to spend now. Lads, it worked out. PSG beaten in the final of the Europa League. So, 2-0 victory for West Ham, and our team kept on performing. It's not just the Europa League, it's also an amazing performance in the Premier League, where we now have pushed ourselves into the top 4, finishing second, but still 14 points behind Manchester City, showcasing us that there's still a lot of work to be done here at West Ham. And looking at the side here, you can tell the attackers are growing. They're looking solid as ever. Paqueta on an 86 at this point. Ward-Prowse kind of stagnating here at the age of 30. I am looking to bring in a new top centre midfielder to play alongside Paqueta in that position. Johnson, by the way, my man keeps going. 82 rated. He truly earned that spot. Mavropanos, Alvarez looking good. Miranda 84. Kaneseki with the 84 as well. And the players on the bench looking solid enough, but not amazing. But we have won a Europa title, and that is something that David Moyes has done as well. It's truly incredible to see how things have changed for him. You know, last season, everyone kind of didn't like what was going on at West Ham, and then they still managed to win that European trophy, which a lot of people thought saved David Moyes his job. But now, again, it is just not working out the way the fans want it to be. So us getting that European trophy doesn't mean everything to us. It's another stepping stone. Lookman, 26 goals. That's what I want to see. Adli 13 and 3, Bowen and Kudus coming up with double digits in goals as well. This team has done extremely well, and Paqueta has stepped up with 19 assists. That's what I want to see. Now, we are a Champions League club. We should have even more money to spend and a big decision to make for the centre midfield spot. Well, we already have an Italian goalkeeper. How about an Italian midfielder? Now that we are a Champions League club, we need to sign some bigger names, and Rovella has been up there. A lot of people know this kid. They know he's very talented. They know he has that potential to be world class, and now I'm giving him that opportunity in our team. Ward-Prowse, as much as I appreciate you, this man could be the future. 78 pace, which is okay. Amazing passing, dribbling, and defending, which is going to be important because Paqueta is moving forward constantly. We need someone to possibly sit back at times and do the work there. Long ball pass on him, 23 years old, 5'10" as he comes into this side. And I feel like he's going to get a lot done for us. Even moving forward with his passing play, lots of assists are going to be on display in my opinion. And one thing, Ainaoui already up to a 78, a great backup for our team, just like Ward-Prowse as well. We are bringing in a backup striker into the team, as I am currently watching Bayern Munich and Dortmund kick off. Der Klassiker is about to go. I am obviously a Bayern fan, and I'm desperately hoping we win, but obviously the title is long gone. But here we are bringing in Ioannidis into the team. But this Ioannidis is joining us, a Greek backup striker, to help us out when the lads up front don't score enough. And he's going to come in with a 79 rating. No more Danny Ings to rely on. This is now looking much better for sure. So let's keep it going, lads. I still have a ton of money to spend, and I'm just wondering, is there anything else I would like to do? And I don't think there is yet. Right now, I'm comfortable with the team. Talking so much about the Bundesliga, it only makes sense that we got beaten by a Bundesliga side. Leverkusen has kicked us out 4-2 on aggregate in the Champions League knockout stages. In the group stages, though, we were doing extremely well, not losing a single game, which is a good sign. But in the Premier League, lads, another good sign. Only 6 points to Manchester City. Now we're slowly getting into that position where we can challenge. And next season, I fully expect this team to be even closer to Manchester City because this West Ham team is now looking incredibly good. Bowen, 88 rated, now 29 years old. Adli, 86 rated. So much pace. Great shooting on him as well now. Lookman on an 87. He's even better. Kudus on a 90. World class. The same with Paqueta. And Rovella has found his space in this team, instantly doing very, very well. And our entire defense, including Johnson, is above the 86 rating. Johnson and Kaneseki, the only ones there. And I think we have done a great job with the bench as well. So I'm actually very satisfied with how things are going so far. I did realize that we might need a backup fullback for this team, and that's definitely something that I will be bringing in. Someone that can step in for Johnson or Miranda if needed. And looking at the stats here, we'll realize that Lookman is crushing it. Yes, the Nigerian striker is on fire. The same with Adli. So both of these guys combining for 45 goals, which is amazing. But Bowen just keeps on delivering. Kudus coming in with 14 and 14. Paqueta again with loads of assists. And Bayern just conceded against Dortmund. Great. Losing the Klassiker at home. It's a great feel. Well, it's a beautiful day because we are in the FA Cup final once more. This time against a Newcastle side that have made that insane comeback against West Ham. So this is going to be a pretty significant match for us. Oh, Kudus is tired. Don't care. He has to play. 3-2 it is. There we go. In real life, Newcastle beat them 4-3, but we get it done 3-2. Rovella, Lookman, and Mavropanos, the ones scoring. Now, the question is, are there other cup finals? Is there anything else that we have won? Is there a chance for a Premier League title? Third. Really? But then again, the gap did actually shrink down to 5 points. I think last season it was 6. Now it's 5. So technically we are getting closer, but then again, it's maybe only down to the fact that City didn't do too well. Now in Champions League football, lads, let me show you how things have gone here. So final is between Real Madrid and PSG, and we made it to the quarterfinals. And guess who beat us? 4-3 on penalties. Newcastle United. You cannot make this up. So let's go ahead and take a look into the stats of the boys real quick. Lookman, Bowen, Adli, Paqueta, all on fire. And then when it comes down to the ratings, I mean, this is a team that has to play in a final. They have to play there. If it isn't this season, it has to be next season. We just about got past our last opponent, and now we also did it against PSG. 2 comebacks back to back. And now against AC Milan, it is us going through to the final. Lads, I wanted to tell you this. Look at that. Going back here into March. First game against Barcelona, a 2-1 loss. What happens? We come back. Oh, comeback is the story of the day, right? Newcastle coming back against West Ham United, beating them. And now our team is doing the same thing. Okay, so Barcelona at first won. We beat them in the second leg. Then we stepped up against PSG, lost the first game, won the second one convincingly, and making that comeback happen. Then we stepped up against AC Milan, where no more comebacks were needed. And now we're up against Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. Who, by the way, still at halftime are losing. Yeah, I am mad at that. I'm so freaking mad at that. Let me actually turn on the game. Okay, second half is about to start. I'm going to lose my mind when we actually go ahead and lose against Dortmund at home. But lads, this is the team. Bowen, 92 rated right now. He has been immense for this West Ham side in real life for the past few years, and he still is doing a great job for us here. Adli on a 92, surpassing Lookman. That is interesting. He has 92 shooting as we speak. Lookman with 89 right there. Both on 5-star, 5-star. Literally everyone in attack should be 5-star, 5-star. Kudus with 97 pace. And I cannot wait to dribble past people with him. Rovella came in to replace Ward-Prowse, now on an 89. Paqueta has been unreal since the beginning. And then we have Miranda on a 90, Alvarez on a 90, Mavropanos, the captain right there, Johnson on a 90, and Carnesecchi the same. We have genuinely built an incredible squad, and actually thinking about who should be lifting this trophy, I think Owen makes a lot more sense. Okay, so we're going to give him that, and we're going to go ahead and take a look into the Premier League season. So here we go. Have we won the Prem? Because that is another thing that would have loved to win. Yes, we have. There you go. See, Manchester City finally beaten 85 points on West Ham. Beautifully done, lads. Let's keep it up. 2 trophies on the line. Community Shield hasn't been won by us. City beat us there. Emirates FA Cup, nothing there. Carabao Cup, nothing as well. Okay, 2 titles, but those are the 2 biggest ones, so I am very satisfied. And we're looking at 31 goals from Adli. Impressive stuff. Lookman 24 and 8, Owen 23 and 12, Kudus 9 and 7 to now step up against this team of Bayern. I assume Musiala is still there. Yes, he is. Benjamin Šeško up top, Musiala behind him, Molero on the left, Conceição on the right. So they have a bunch of small players as well. Interesting. Rodriguez joined them as a CDM. That's an impressive signing, you know, because he's very underrated. He's an amazing defensive midfielder. Konrad Laimer still there. No Kimmich. At the back, you have Bowie with De Ligt, and then Schürz has made his way in there, the former Ajax player currently playing for Torino, I believe. And then Björn Maier in the left-back position, the Club Brugge left-back, and Diogo Costa, who a lot of people have already linked to Bayern Munich in real life as the successor of Manuel Neuer. This is gonna be an interesting matchup. We are going all-out attack. They are going with a more balanced setup. Let's see what wins. I have no clue how to approach this game because the 4-2-4 formation is something that I don't necessarily use often. So this is going to be interesting. You know what? I can actually let my pain out on Bayern themselves for losing against Dortmund right now. So this is actually the perfect matchup for me. Come on then, West Ham. Let's see what we can pull off. Obviously, West Ham are massive, so let's prove it once again. Lots of room for our opponents. I am nowhere to be seen, but Cannes... Yeah, bro, honestly, I'm actually getting tired of giving away penalties in every single freaking Champions League final I play. It's a... Come on. Really? Šeško against Carnesecchi. Carnesecchi, let's go, buddy. Keep it up. No way. That's not offside. What is my defensive line doing? Honestly, I wonder what Bayern would be right now without Musiala. Oh, he took him out at first. That's why our captain was on the floor, keeping Musiala onside. I really wonder, though, what would Bayern be like if Musiala wasn't there right now? Like, I genuinely think he is the only one that has that spark, that one moment of creating magic. It would be such a boring game to watch. I gotta admit, man, Musiala is probably the reason why so many Bayern fans still enjoy watching football despite not winning the trophy this season. Why is that a foul? Yes! Go on, Adli! Pace! Come on, son! Keep running! Keep running! Yes, Adli! My hero! Let's go, dude! I read that perfectly. I saw that he was gonna pass that short. I knew Adli had the pace to get there, and then he leaves him in the dust. Take a look at that. The sprint to get away. Adli, beautifully done, mate. That's why you shouldn't be rotting on the bench. You should be starting for someone. Maya. Good try, buddy. But that won't work against us. Kudus. Now running forward. Kudus has Lookman making a run. Lookman cuts inside, leaves him on the floor. Now stops, passes the ball with a back heel to make it 2-1. The comeback is on. Lads, it's Adli again, but the build-up is crazy. This is new West Ham, an attacking West Ham that, yes, can be conceding goals, but creates incredible moments like these that fans will remember. That's all you guys are looking for, right? On Paqueta. Into Lookman. He stops again. This time, he finds Adli outside the box. And, lads, they are shaky right now. Just like Bayern's defense in real life. Nah, not again. Oh, Molero is through. I can't catch up. CaniSports. Okay. They went up 1-0. We came back and took the lead. Now they equalized. Hopefully, they will not take the lead. That defense is way too wide open. We got to be doing better. And now we got to take our chances again. Bowen. Oh, what are we doing with this? Lads, can we get this away, please? Miranda. Taking it around people now. Okay, Miranda, I see you. Keep going then. Yes. Good pass. Paquetá. Now the Brazilian flair has to come out somewhere. There it is. Beautiful pass into Adli. Back into Bowen. Into Paquetá. Near post. Come on. Come on, Miranda. Get there. I needed that badly. Off we go. Lookman, this left-hand side is way more open for us. Jared Bowen now sprinting away. Sasha Bowie is fast, though. So we got to take our time. Find the right people to play the ball into. And then find the space to score. 89th minute. That could have been it. That's it. We're going into extra time. 2-2. Inside, I see Rovella. Rovella sees Bowen. Beautiful. How does he not score that, bro? I can't believe I haven't scored. It's 2-2. It's going into penalties. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. It's Paquetá taking the first shot. It's a lot of power. Of course he saves it. Why wouldn't he, man? Sheshko. He goes down the same place. I can't believe it. Come on. Bowen. Down the center. Okay, he didn't read that. The captain scores. Let's bring it back. Kolpani. The next one to step up. You gotta be kidding. I had the corner right, but now Lookman. Can he score? Yes, he can. I was scared, man. I'm so scared. Please win this. Harvey Elliott. A lot of power on that one. I see it. And he just puts it perfectly into the back of the net. Adli, bottom right. He's going to save it, isn't he? No, he's not. Beautiful pen. I have to save one of these now. Akliush. CaniSports, please, man. It's such a weak penalty. You got to save it. It is. Us scoring, please. This is the moment. You got to be saving this, CaniSports. Against Shures as centre-back. Yes! Let's go! And now Kudus to score. No! How does he read that? It's done. We're finished. We are actually freaking finished. Yeah, I can't. I'm so freaking upset, bro. Oh, I can't believe this. What a freaking Champions League final. West Ham fans, I'm sorry. I brought you the Europa League, but I couldn't get you the Champions League. The Premier League has been won, but at the end of the day, we were so short of winning it all. Kudus had that moment. I can't believe it. Lads, we have lost this. Bayern Munich will be lifting the trophy. Thank you so much for watching. I had tons of fun recording this. And hopefully next time, we can finally win again. What's going on here? Take care and peace.